Ciao a tutti and welcome to another video. So for today we are gonna do again another art journal page, but this time we are gonna use it will be a mini art journal page. I'm gonna use my planner since I have now created my bullet journal and I already did the setup. So if you want to check it, I will link it here in the description box. I this was my old planner, and so I've decided to reuse it as an art journal book. So basically what I'm doing, I'm just gluing two pages together and then I'm gonna gesso all of them, so then I'm preparing my page. This I'm gonna do it an easy background. This will be perfect for beginner and really mini. If you have a mini book for the beginner is perfect because you don't have a lot of space to cover. So what I'm doing, I'm just using acrylic paint. I'm using yellow and purple color. It's not really a purple, it's more a rosé, yeah, rosé. And I'm doing everything with a dry brush because I really want to see the stroke, the brush stroke on the page. I think this is giving a good texture. I don't know how to pronounce this one, sorry. A good texture, and I think it's giving really an interest to the page. So don't worry about the beginning of the page. It's always there is always a face that is called the ugly face. This is it for this page for now. But you will see that doing some brush stroke here and there, changing color. I'm even not cleaning the brush, so I'm really start with the yellow and then use the same brush without cleaning and put the rosé, and vice versa. And while I'm doing the process and repeating, put layer on top of layer, you will see that then the page will have a beautiful background. So trust me. And anyway, for beginner, really try. You will see that it will be, you will have very good result. After doing that, I made a mistake, of course. Every project I made a mistake. Anyway, the mistake of today is that I didn't dry properly the background. I didn't use usually I use my air dryer to make sure that everything is dry, but this time I just left on the air. So you will see later on that this was not completely dry, but we will adjust it. Every mistake can be solved, no problem. Anyway, so to make some interest on the page, I've decided to add some stamp. I have this one on my stage already forever, let's say. This is just let's say you can use whatever stamp you have with some butterfly on it. And don't worry about if the impression is not perfect. I will then pass again with my marker, black marker, and adjust the line. But even if you are not adjusting the line, it's good anyway. So the quote, I'm usually wrote my quote by hand. I don't want to stamp, but just because I'm not good really at stamping. But you may prefer to just use some stamp, up to you. The quote of today is, there is no failure, you either win or you learn. And that's my philosophy. And that's, I think, is something that you need to remember, especially if you're a beginner. Just remember this one. There is no failure, you just need to try, and if you win, you win, otherwise you will learn a lesson. That's it. So I'm just using my trustable marker, black pen, and I'm usually do first a thin sketch of the quote, and then I'm going back and make it a bit bolder and as nice look. Then I'm using in this case the Posca pen, and I'm just doing some dots because I like dots. You will see in a lot of my art journals, and I will just put some white dots here and there. So now this is the more, let's say, you can stop here if you like, but I wanted to make it a step further. So I'm using again my Posca pen, and I'm drawing some circle. I took the how it's called, this is an helper with some circle on it, so I'm just use this tool to help me drawing circle, because I'm not good to do it by hand, that's for sure. So I'm drawing 3 circle. using that tool, and then I'm going by hands, just draw some line around the circle to make it a bit more imperfect, because imperfect look, it's my goal. Let's say I like when things are not too precise. That's why I'm not so good in card making. I prefer art journals. It's forgiving, it's more forgiving. So I'm drawing these lines, and then again, if you want, you can stop here again, but I want to go even further, so I'm then drawing other line, just vertical line with a ruler. Usually I'm not a fan of the ruler, because I can smash and smear too easily in the page and I make a mess usually. But in this case I wanted to have a bit more precise line, because I will fill pretty much the whole page with those lines up and down. I'm not going for line from the top to the bottom, so I have some space here and there. And here you can see that I made a mess. Yeah. So as you see, so the paint was not completely dry, so my hands just remove some of the paint, but I will fix later on. For the moment, so I'm focusing on those lines, and I will cover, let's say, 80% of the page. You can even decide to cover all the page if you prefer. I wanted to have I thought that it was a bit too much white already. In fact, in the end, I'm gonna balance all those white line with some black line, just with a really fine marker, because I think it was a bit too white in the page. But again, you can decide either way. Basically, that's what I did on this page, and I'll leave you with some music. It's a quick and easy background and a quick and easy page. I hope that you like it. Anyway, I'm leaving with you with some music, and I will catch you up later to explain you how I solved the mess that I made. So here is how I solved the problem. So I'm just redoing again with a dry brush and adding some acrylic paint over the place that in the end it was pretty much a hole. And but again, I didn't dry it with an air dryer, so I left it on the air, and it's fine. I was too impatient, that's the problem. But anyway, it's fine. Better anyway if you just use the air dryer. It's quicker, and you are really sure that everything is set. But I wanted to have that part without any white line. I will just add a few black line in the end, but nothing too heavy. So it was fine like that. And here when I'm decided to change and not having all white, but having some black line here. And that's it for the page. Basically, I'm not doing anything else. It's just a matter of drawing some line. And I hope that you enjoyed. I will have more of this mini art journal page series here on this channel. And if you're a beginner, I think this is perfect for you. And if you want to continue to watch those, just stay tuned. And yes, thank you for watching. I will leave you again some close-up picture in the end. And yeah, see you soon. Bye bye.